Okay, good morning, Group 2. It is a Wednesday and we're doing more about addition today. And we're looking at adding hundreds and thousands today. So ones, tens, hundreds, and moving on to thousands. So I'm just going to swap the screen over now. Okay, so I've got my ones, my rods of tens, and my blocks of hundreds. So you can see there we've got 1, 2, 3. And then counting our tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 8 times 10 is 80. And then we've got our blocks of 100. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 100 is 500. And altogether, that would be 583. And now we want to add these to some more numbers. So we can see here, we've got our ones. How many ones? 4. And how many tens? 3. 3 times 10? 30. And then we've got our blocks of 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, and that would be 434. So let's add these values together. Okay, so what I've done, I've actually put those together like we would in column addition. So here is my ones column. So we've got 3, add 4 equals 7. Okay, now I've got my rods of 10. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I've got 8 of 3. So we know 8 of 2 is 10. So one more is 11. So I've actually got 11 lots of 10. Now 10 times 10 is 100. Add another 10 will be 110. So what am I going to do now? Am I going to leave that as 11? 11 lots of 10? Or could I do something else? So what I could do is actually exchange those. So because I've got 110, I could actually exchange 10 of those for a block of 10 and put that over here. So I get rid of 10. And when we're doing writing out a column addition, usually we would then take that 1 into the hundreds column. So now you can see I'm actually just left with 110. So I've got 7 ones, 110. So now I need to count how many blocks of 100 I've got. So we can see down here, if I move those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we can count in hundreds, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And then 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. So now I've actually got 10 lots of 100, which is 1,000. So I've got 10 lots of 100. So could I exchange those for something? Yeah, I could actually exchange those for a block of 1,000. So this is a block of 1,000. So you've got 100 squares there times 10. There's 100 on top and it's 10 deep. So 100 times 10 is 1,000. So then I can exchange those. I don't need those anymore. And my blocks of 100, 10 blocks of 100 is 1,000. So now that 1 will go into the thousands column. So I'm actually left with no hundreds. And that 1 would represent 1,000, which has been moved over to here. So what have I got there? I've got 1,000. So now, altogether, I've got 1,000, no hundreds, 110, and 7 ones. So that would be 1017. There we are, 1017. And I think I've just realised my phone has gone upside down. So apologies if you've had to go upside down yourself in order to see this. Okay, I could actually just do this another way, where we can just do standard partitioning. So if we are partitioning, we've got 500 add 400. So 5 add 4 is 9. And make that 100 times bigger by adding your 2 zeros. So we've got 900. Then 80 add 30. Well, using my number bonds, I know 80 add 20 is 100. So I've got 10 left equals 110. And then 3 add 4, 7. And then if we were to add those all up, 0, 0 add 7 will be 7. 0 add 1 is 1. And then 9 add 1 is 10. So the 1 would go in the thousands column and your 0 here. Okay, so if I was doing that as a column addition, like you'll be doing in your lesson today, so now we've got 3 add 4, or 4 add 3, which is obviously 7. Difficult to write it. Then 8 add 3, so we know 8 add 2 is 10, so add 1 would make 11. So now what we need to do is, like we did before, we need to write 11. So it's 11 tens. Or we can say it's 100 and 110. So I'm going to carry my 1 over. And that is my 100, and my 10 would go here. Okay, that's 11 tens. And now I've got my 5 add 4. Or I could say my 5 add 1 is 6, and 6 add 4 is 10. Now, what would I do now? So I could put my 1 up here, but I've got nothing else to add. So I suppose it's good practice to put your 1 there, because it's 1000 and no hundreds. So it's all together, it's 10. So that would be 1017.